Hi everyone, welcome back and good evening. Back after a quick short break over the weekend, and most part of the weekend was spent with the workshop that I was going to, the travel writing workshop that I was attending. And I tried to actually go out for a short ride yesterday. Had something in my mind. I stepped out. I went all the way to the place. I didn't go to the exact place, but I went always almost closer to the place. But somehow I didn't get the confidence that I'll continue further because I was following Google Maps, and for whatever reason, as I went closer to the place, it was taking me completely off road and into some village and things like that. And at certain point, I just felt that it's not safe to roam around, considering the current situation that we are in. Even before I went closer to this place, I saw a police checkpost and all. So I just somehow felt not so confident about proceeding further. I just turned my vehicle, came back, and I just went further about like some 10-20 kilometers on the main road, and then just came back. I just wanted to keep my bike running, so it almost ended up being like around 50-60 kilometer ride on my bike. Anyway, keeping that aside, coming to the main point, which is the travel writing workshop. So Saturday and Sunday, both the days we had, it was a 4-day course, and Saturday and Sunday also we had the classes. And Saturday was supposed to be more about content strategy and how to plan your content calendar, social media strategy, social media calendar, and everything around it. And yesterday, primarily, it was about an introduction or background about the mentor, who is Lakshmi Sharath, and she almost like took us through a 25-year-old journey wherein how she started, how things turned up for her, and especially her early days of writing, and how she got into blogging, how she got into travel writing, all the media engagement that she has done. And it was like almost like a 1.5 hour of discussion about it, and then it went to QA. So probably I'll just take about a few minutes to summarize how this whole workshop went. Overall, my uh, personal feeling or the vibes that I got is that this was a fantastic course. I would not probably over exaggerate it, but I just felt that it was a money worth spent on this one. Not that it was too expensive, but if I really have to look out for such courses outside, it will definitely cost me maybe like 3 or 5 times more than what I paid if it is something from outside. Even I don't know if any other people do it in India, but I'm pretty sure it will be more expensive. But this was really affordable. Second thing is the amount of content that was shared in those 4 days was literally something which you can't evaluate also. Lakshmi personally comes with about 25 years of media experience, and she literally took us through the journey throughout the course, and she explained it really well, like what works, what doesn't work, what we should do, what we should not do, so many things, and everything whatever she has learned with her experience, she was able to put it forward. And that's why the material, the overall content of the whole workshop was definitely very good. Now, what are the outcomes, what do I do, and all those things, my mind is just like literally flooded with ideas. And that's the case when usually I attend any workshops or any classes or anything. But this time around, see, this is something which I can connect to. This is not something like a totally out of context workshop that I attended. In past, I've attended art workshops or few things like music workshops and other stuff. But this is travel writing is something which I've been doing, which I've done in the past. It's just that I'm on a small break and I've not gone back to writing something on paper since quite a long while, and that's what kind of left me a little bit disconnected. But this workshop made sure that it gave me that enough push, or probably can call it like as a kick on my back, to make sure that now I can go back and start re-looking into this aspect. Uh, Specifically, like going back to Saturday's session, which was all about social media presence, social media content strategy, and social media calendar and all those things. I am literally pumped about this whole thing, and I somehow felt that I diverted my attention in too many places, too many Twitter accounts, too many Instagram stuff, and not being very active on certain stuff and certain places. I personally run 3 YouTube channels, and I have my own website wherein I post all my photo and video stuff. Like video specifically goes to YouTube, but somehow I just realized that I just post it and leave it. And we were told yesterday, we have given proof that that will not work. We have to push our stuff out more to the public. We have to make it more visible. We have to work on SEO. We have to work on keywords and keyword research and all those things. So in that way, I've been literally writing things on my drawing board about like what I should do, how are the things, what Twitter accounts I should eliminate, what I should concentrate on, how I should concentrate on, how I should channelize all my thoughts, how I should do this, the overall social media calendar stuff and all those things I've been working on. In fact, like even some time back, I was working on the YouTube channel to figure out how I can shape it up and all this stuff. So it's just a matter of time that now that we are in lockdown and we're not able to travel much and all, this is a time which we have been suggested, and also which I personally feel that it is right that we spend to do all this repair stuff, tinkering stuff, so that by the time things open up and we are able to travel, everything is in place. Because we should not come back after 3 months or 6 months and then say that I should have had this particular setup, then I should have had this plugins activated and all. So those are the things I'll be concentrating over the next several days or several weeks, so that the overall my website, which is journeythroughnature.com, my Twitter account, my Instagram account, and few of the other YouTube accounts that I where I generate the content, I need to make sure that I have everything in place and everything sorted out and things like that. So in summary, I would say I'm definitely very motivated and very pumped to get things moving. It's not just about writing part, but in general, I'm just getting a little bit more motivated about to push myself further down on this creative journey and going back to doing things related to travel and travel writing and reaching out to people. Now, when it comes to reaching out to people, one very positive thing that I'm seeing over the last probably 24 hours is in this WhatsApp group that they have created, which was used for communicating regarding the Zoom link and the forms, assignment forms and all. Since last night, people have started sharing their story, a little like something like a bio, wherein they talk about who they are, where they come from, what they do, and also the URLs to their Instagram handle or website. I'm really getting very motivated again. I would say, like looking at all the energy and enthusiasm that people are coming here with, and this is what like we should try to channelize all this positive energy to one direction and just take it to our own well-being. There's one more positive thing or good thing that I read sometime today afternoon. There's this one girl who had apparently attended this workshop, and she has written a very small introduction about herself. It's a very, I would say, a personal story that she has written about herself, her family, and about her health issues, and how she had some negative thoughts about herself, and how this whole health issue and all this depression is forcing her to take some drastic decisions and all. But apparently, one of her close mentors suggested this workshop, and after having seen all the workshop stuff and all the things that Lakshmi shared, and also all these links and exchange of information that we are doing, she's telling that she's now very encouraged to go and start doing some writing or doing things related to travel writing and stuff. So it's good to see that workshops like this are bringing about some kind of like a positive change in people, and I'm glad that like okay, I'm definitely I'm impacted positively by this workshop, but I'm just very uh, happy that this workshop, like though I didn't take it, but it's just like after reading that message, I was feeling very happy that this workshop had made somebody change a decision about their life and how they want to lead their life next. And that's definitely these are the type of things that you like to see in our day-to-day life, not about ending life or anything like that. Anyway, so that's about the workshop. Probably maybe in a day or two, I'll do a very specific video talking about the workshop positives and negatives, not on this channel but on my Journey Through Nature channel. Probably it might help the IITTM folks or probably even Lakshmi Sharath to promote it and use it wherever they want as a testimony to their workshop that they did over the last 4 days. So that's a summary about the professional travel writing workshop. Lastly, I think after almost 2 or 3 weekend break, I think about two weekend break, finally recorded my episode number 10 of Stories from Journey Through Nature. This is a story about how my tripod, on which my camera is there now, how it saved my life way back in 2009 when I was stuck in a very kind of like a life-threatening situation in Ladakh in Somoriri Lake. So this podcast is about that. It is going live tomorrow, that is 30th of June, on my podcast hosting service provider, which is Anchor. So I'm very excited that okay, I was able to do 10 episodes in the last 3 months, and I wish I could have done it 2 weeks back itself, but so many things and so many other commitments didn't allow me to record it. But I'm happy that yesterday I did it. For some reason, my energy and my mindset was very upbeat kind of a thing last night when I was recording this podcast. Though this was a sad story that I told, but yeah, the outcome of it is very positive. But somehow I could feel that my energy levels were a little bit different when I was recording this podcast, and I just really hope that going forward also it continues like this for any of the future podcasts or any work that I'm doing. I get the same energy and the same positivity. Now, having said that, announcing here first that I will probably be reaching out to people, travelers, photographers, riders, motovloggers, or maybe artists, few other artists, to contribute to my Stories from Journey Through Nature podcast. I would like to hear about their stories, what they went through, probably a story behind an image or something like that. So I'm planning to start reaching out to people, and I'm hoping that maybe somebody responds. If all of them respond, good. But at least, like I'm hoping, at least somebody responds and ready to record some podcast and give it to me so that I can share it to my audience or probably to the audience who are looking for some stories about the stories behind the image or stories behind the travel and all those stuff. So I'm very excited about that. I'll probably start sending out that mailers sometime during this week. So that's what how this weekend went, how the Monday went. It's started off on a good note. I'm really happy about that, and I hope it remains like this forever. Before signing off, good thing about the COVID stuff is that the lockdowns are back. Not really lockdown, but basically the curfews are back. So we have night curfews from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. Sundays, starting from next Sunday, is a Sunday curfew. So Saturday night to Monday morning, there's absolutely no going out. Thank you. I'm happy that this was introduced. I mean, I wish if it was Saturday and Sunday and slightly more stricter on weekdays, probably like 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. or 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. or something like that. But at least let's see if this makes any positive change, like in bringing down the number of cases in our city or in the state. So uh, going forward, at least for whatever the foreseeable future, no more Sunday morning rides. I have to do it on Saturday, but I don't know. Let me think about it. I'm not planning anything for next weekend. So let's wait and watch what happens, and let's pray that this corona cases come down and it gets completely eliminated. So that's it for this quick update, probably about 10 or 12 minutes long. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.